Fear, panic, chaos. These three words accurately describe today's housing market. Interestingly, it's both buyers and sellers, which isn't normal. But nothing about the current housing market is normal. So what can we expect? Are home values going to fall off a cliff? Or is it a simple case of once bitten, twice shy, and people are overreacting to what could be a slight correction? For those of you who remember the market collapse of 2008, it's easy to understand why you're worried, or for some, terrified. I'm going to use the latest information and statistics to help you understand what's really happening in the US housing market today and what you can expect in the coming months. Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, this might be the most important video that you see. Watch to the end where I'll explain why I'm currently looking to purchase properties right now and why you might want to consider the same. Back in 2005, I became a licensed realtor here in Utah. The market was similar to what we're currently witnessing. A huge upswing followed by, well, let's say a market correction. In 2008, home prices skyrocketed to a point of unaffordability, only to come crashing back down to earth. The crash was so severe that home prices didn't start ticking back up until 2011. Predatory lending and unregulated markets led to a housing market bubble. Loans were given to people who couldn't afford the payment, causing mass foreclosures. The impact of the 2008 crash is still being felt today as home builders pretty much stopped building homes for an entire decade. This chart illustrates why we're still in a housing market shortage today. From the 1950s through the 2000s, more than 20 million homes were built in each decade to keep up with demand. In the decade following the 2008 crash, only 5.8 million homes were built. That's about 1/4 of the homes built in each of the previous 6 decades, leaving us in a severe housing shortage still today. In a report from May 2022, the Wall Street Journal reported that the US still needs at least 1.5 million homes. A healthy housing market should have a 6-month supply of available homes for sale. When the market crashed in 2008, there was more than a 10-month supply. Today, it's closer to 3 months. This chart illustrates how the month supply of homes available today compares to the crash. Looking at 2021, you can see that we're approaching 1/3 of the homes needed for a healthy market. Today, unsold inventory sits at 3.2 months supply. Yes, there were too many homes in 2008, but it was the large volume of foreclosures and short sales that caused the prices to dump a whopping 33% during the housing crisis. Supply has increased in 2022, but clearly we're still short of where we need to be for a healthy market. Simply put, there's not enough available inventory for home prices to crash. But as I mentioned in my 2023 housing market forecast video, many markets will see home price reductions in the coming months. The overheated markets could see some fairly significant declines. As previously mentioned, predatory and unregulated lending in 2008 made it too easy to get a loan. They were lending money to pretty much anyone. This led to mass defaults and home prices came crashing down. When home values fell below what people owed on their homes, millions just walked away. Today, those looking to purchase real estate face much stricter regulations. This chart shows the Mortgage Credit Availability Index to show the ease of getting a mortgage. The higher the number, the easier it is to get a mortgage. Tougher lending requirements over the past 14 years will help us avoid a scenario like we saw in 2008 by drastically decreasing the possibility of foreclosures. The latest report shows that the index dropped 5.4%, indicating regulations are stiffening. Are the strict guidelines on lending working? Or the more popular question, could we see mass foreclosures in 2022 and 2023? The honest answer, no. Because homeowners are more qualified, they're far less likely to default on their loan. This chart shows the foreclosure starts per quarter, hitting the all-time highs in Q2 of 2009, where lenders started the foreclosure process on approximately 550,000 homeowners. Q3 of 2009 was nearly the same. Q3 of 2022 seems insignificant compared to those numbers, where lenders started the foreclosure process on 249,000 US properties. Adding to the security of the current market, homeowners today have loads of equity because home values have increased so significantly since 2011, and because so many of these homeowners are sitting on record low mortgage interest rates. And for a lot of these people, their monthly mortgage payment is less than rent for a similar property. Even if home values plummeted 25%, not going to happen, by the way, the average American who purchased a home 1 year ago would still have positive equity. A recent CoreLogic analysis shows US homeowners with mortgages have seen their equity increase by 27.8% year over year. CoreLogic reported the total average equity per borrow has now reached almost $300,000, and that home price growth and the refinance boom of the last 2 years have helped bring down the national average loan-to-value ratio to 42%, the lowest in the data series since 2010. We also have historically low unemployment. And Rick Sharga from Adam reported, foreclosure starts, while rising since the end of the foreclosure moratorium, still lag behind pre-pandemic levels. As the market changes and as the world turns, some homeowners will no longer be able to afford their home. But homeowners today are in a totally different situation than those who owned a home in 2008, because today, foreclosures can often easily be avoided. Sharga went on to say, very few of the properties entering the foreclosure process have reverted to the lender at the end of the foreclosure, an indication that borrowers are leveraging the equity and selling their homes rather than risking the loss of their equity in a foreclosure auction. The more research I do and the more data I see, the more convinced I become that there will not be a housing market crash despite increasing mortgage rates. That being said, the severity of the market correction depends a lot on how the Fed continues to react to inflation and how high mortgage interest rates climb. For those of you who are sitting on the sidelines, I want to challenge your way of thinking, because a lot of people see the current market conditions as a massive opportunity. First, let's not ignore the 7+% mortgage rates. I'm not saying that everyone should buy a house right now. I'm simply pointing out several interesting observations from my perspective as someone who's been through multiple market shifts, and share some things that you may want to consider. Over the last few years, buying a home has been a nightmare. People have had to offer on multiple properties before finally getting one accepted, often settling for any house they could get and not a home that they loved. Buyers frequently had to give large, non-refundable deposits and waive inspection and appraisal contingencies, and often pay tens of thousands of dollars over the asking price. With the previous market conditions in the rearview mirror, there are loads of advantages for those who are looking to purchase a property today. Here's my top 10. Number 1, thanks to an increase in homes listed for sale, and because there are fewer buyers, you should be able to find a home that you love. Number 2, you won't feel rushed to submit an offer, as many homes are sitting on the market for weeks and sometimes months. Number 3, because homes are sitting on the market longer, sellers are feeling more desperate, putting you in the driver's seat. That means you, number 4, most likely won't find yourself in a multiple offer situation. Number 5, you can ask for a discount on the home. Number 6, you can ask for concessions like closing costs, a rate buy down, and etc. Number 7, you're more likely to get the move-in date that fits your timing. Number 8, you can require that the sale of your home is contingent on an appraisal. Number 9, you can order a home inspection and then renegotiate the price or the terms, or even cancel the contract depending on the results of the inspection. Number 10, you're far more likely to get an accepted offer with a home to sell contingency. And I just can't help myself. Number 11, you can get creative. This is the number one reason that I'm looking to purchase properties right now. Thanks to the insanity of today's market, homeowners are willing to get creative to sell their home. They may be willing to sell the house to you on seller financing and offer you a lower rate compared to the traditional routes. My business partner and I actually just purchased an investment property where the seller gave us incredible terms. Look for that video coming soon. We are actively seeking other great opportunities that can easily be found in this type of market. If you'd like to learn more about what we're doing here in Utah to help our clients sell their homes for top dollar, you'll want to watch the number one secret to selling your house. If you need to buy a house right now and you find a home that you love, submit an offer immediately. Your realtor can help you submit an appropriate offer, maximizing your discount and concessions without offending the seller. If you insult the seller, they may refuse to sell the home to you, even if you return with a better offer. Even though the rates are high compared to just a few months ago, historically, 7% isn't bad, and it beats the 100% rate you pay as a renter. If you want to buy a home, but you don't like the interest rates, you might consider a 2-1 buy down. This lowers your monthly payment for the first 2 years. Lenders are offering multiple options to help buyers right now. Yes, refinancing to a lower rate can be expensive, but some lenders offer a one-time interest rate float down. This means you can marry the home and date the rate. If you'd like to take an in-depth look, you can see predictions from many of the top economists in my 2023 market prediction video. Look for the links to my recommended videos in the description below. If you're looking to buy, sell, build a home, or invest in Utah real estate, I get contacted all the time. Please feel free to call or text me with your questions. I'd love to meet you, and I'm honored to serve you. For everyone else, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I always do my best to respond to each one of you. If you have a friend or a family member looking to buy or sell a home, you can easily text this video to them. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty, the Real Estate Guy. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.